Good evening, Court of Public Opinion. Children's Aid, you're up now. Okay. So, oh, by the way, hi, Hazel. We're going to go back in time, Children's Aid, where you got an anonymous phone call from a woman in the building accusing me of some impropriety with my daughter. And man, from that phone call, you just fed on it, eh? So anyways, let's do this. Next thing you know, you're at my door, and you're taking Melanie away from me, basically. She was gone for a couple of months. I got my lawyer, John Edward Smith, and he defended me. But the accusations were bogus to the core. But you made me jump through all the hoops, eh? And I jumped through all of them, Children's Aid. Oh, and by the way, Valerie Morinville, I'll never forget you and your clown partner, okay? You were so corrupt, and you just couldn't wait to try and take Melanie away from me on this bogus allegation. So anyways, so we hit court, and I was prepared to turn Melanie over to my lawyer, and you know that. And John was going to take custody of Melanie right on the spot for screwing around with me, because you were never going to get Melanie and destroy her like you destroyed this girl in this documentation and Jeffrey Baldwin. So we get to court, and all your bullshit went down, your lies. You knew you were lying. You know, I mean, you'd been to my home. Melanie was well taken care of, you know, and I was the sacrificial lamb for that child. You know, I used to eat what she didn't eat on her plate, so she would be well taken care of. So anyways, the last thing I remember about you two clowns is that we were going to court, and you brought me up in front of the judge, and the conversation went back and forth in court, and at the end of it all, the two of you stood up and said, "Your Honor, Kim hates women." And that was basically your grounds for trying to take Melanie away from me. It's not that I hate women. I don't like feminists. Okay? There's a difference. Women are women. Feminists, well, you just got this itch on to take over the world, and, you know what I mean, because, you know, you have the power now of women's rights, and I respect that. You know what I mean? There's no problem with that. But when you abuse it, that's another entirely different thing. So, judge comes back with the verdict. He tells you that you had no business taking Melanie away from me. Melanie was well taken care of, and Melanie was to be turned to me forthwith. Remember? So, John called me. Everything's cool, Kim. The documentation's in. Go get her. And I went to the school immediately and got my daughter back. Okay, immediately. And just to show your competence as people, when you sent me to that, what was it, that seminar for taking care of young children from 0 to 10 or something like that, and you sent me to the wrong goddamn course, and you sent me to the one for teenagers of like 13 to 16, you're a real brilliant class act, you guys. So anyways, that's that for that. Melanie, oh, by the way, Melanie graduated a 93% average honor student out of All Saints High School. I'm very proud of her. She's a hairdresser, going to be licensed next year. She has lovely bosses. They love her. Melanie is a well-adjusted young lady, and I'm very proud of her. No thanks to you. So anyways, there's a lot of things I'd like to say, but I won't say it. I won't lower myself, which I can. I could slither along the ground like a snake, but I won't. I've evolved as a man, so to speak, for a person such as myself. So I'm going to read you something, and you take it from there. So here we go. This was directed, it wasn't written by me, it was directed to Honorable Madeleine Milieu, and it goes like this. I'm going to read this slow. I don't read out loud very often. My name is Melanie Drew, and I am a grade 10 student at All Saints High School in Ottawa, Ontario. I'm writing to you about the issue of an importance of Children's Aid Society as a whole. What brings me to write you is my very best friend, Carrie Lee Sandra Rainey, who took her own life on Wednesday, March 4th of this year. Carrie had confided in me many personal things about her life and how she was being treated by the workers associated with your society. But first, I would like to tell you about my own personal encounter with C.A.S. I have lived with my dad as a single father all my life. One day somebody anonymously called C.A.S. and told them that my dad had abused me in some way, which was a lie. I was 10 years old and just started grade 5 when my dad was falsely accused and C.A.S. took me away. C.A.S. put me with my mother, who was a recovering alcoholic and a drug addict. That hurt and tormented my father.
Yeah, I'll read it. Don't worry. Here, give it to me. Hi, I'm